absolute miserable Tuesday afternoon here in Philadelphia. Anyway, what's up, everybody? I'm Will. Welcome to the program. This is Hard City Raindrops. Today, we are going to get into my favorite gear. If you're new to the EDC thing, basically it's what you're carrying. Some guys carry their keys in a wallet, and that's good enough. But if that's what you carry, that is your EDC. So, some guys like me, I like to be prepared for just about anything that could ever happen. To an extent, I like to keep it logical. So, it's not like, I have to have, 30,000 magazines with me and all this other stuff. Magazines meaning firearm magazines, in case you think I'm talking about, porn mags or something. But anyways, everyday carry stuff. Basically, it's just what you have on you at all times. So, with that being said, let's get into my favorite and most important things. Number one on the list is definitely going to be a wristwatch. This, in particular, wristwatch is a Seiko 5 SNE 809, I believe. I always get it wrong. But it's on a NATO strap. It's a beautiful watch. The thing about watches are, get a good one. Don't fall for the whole movement watch thing and all that. I'll do a different video on that. But get a good watch you can wear every day, no matter what you're wearing. Get a good beater watch that you can wear to the gym or to work or whatever your work is. Maybe you have to work in a super nice environment. Then get something that's nice. I recommend the Orient Bambino in the $150 range. So anyways, or a Seiko 5. So guys, a wristwatch, so important, especially if you're going out on dates, you're dealing with clients, you're just talking, having a conversation with people, you just look a little bit more intelligent. You look like you use your time efficiently, which is very important when people are caring about time and being early and being on time, which is the most important thing. It just makes you look like you care a little bit more, which never can do you wrong. I know you can look at your phone. It's just considered inconsiderate to do that. So think about that. If you want to be really classy, you can actually carry a pocket watch, which isn't out of the question for guys who dress up all the time and don't want to wear a wristwatch. And, I get it, the Apple watches, the Fitbit watches and all that. If that's your style, that's cool. But a wristwatch, it's my favorite thing, and I think if you're going to wear one, you can't go wrong with it. Just looks good pretty much on everyone, and when you wear a watch, he must care about his time. So think about that. Next on the list for me is definitely going to be a flashlight. Again, another thing with the phones, like if you're pulling out your phone and you're searching through your phone to find a flashlight, you need a flashlight, it's raining out, stuff's going on. How easy is it to just boom out of your pocket? Light is the most important friend to you that you could have. Get a muffler. And it's just one of those things where it's like when you start carrying a flashlight, you're kind of like, I can't believe I never carried a flashlight before. I always like to have a flashlight around, but I never started carrying them until about this year. I always was a watch guy, I always was a knife guy. But a flashlight is new to me. I started doing it last year, and I don't know what I've been doing all this time without a flashlight. Now I carry 6 of them. Not really. Actually, I always usually carry one in this, which is always on me at work, goes on my belt back here. But I work in a place where a multi-tool and flashlights are needed. Plus, my other job is security, so I carry something more like this, which is the Olight M2T Warrior, which has a crown bezel, so you can, use it for self-defense if you need to. And also you can blind the heck out of somebody with 1200 lumens, and it has the strobe mode. Also, women, you can keep this in your purse or in your cars, or, just a flashlight having around the house. Is just so many people don't even have a flashlight in their house. This is a great option for that. There's better options too, though, at Olight, but those are pretty much my top pick. So, a good flashlight, you can't go wrong with it. A lot of people new to the game aren't going to get Olights because The batteries aren't convenient. They are RCR 123A in this one, and this has a 1020p or some crap. But these are rechargeable. These flashlights don't die in 3 days. All right, I don't think I charged this flashlight a month ago. Seriously, I think I charged it. The last time I charged it was when I was at Firefly, which was June 14th, and I charged it the day before. Both of these, and they're still good to go. No red light around the ring or nothing like that. So a good flashlight, awesome to have. The cool thing about a light like this is, even if you just have this in your backpack or your purse or something, I always keep a hat in a car. And also, if you watch my car EDC video, I always keep like one of those lights that go around your head, the strap flashlight, like a strap on. But these lights, they can clip onto a hat like that, and then you can, oh, hey, hands-free, change a tire, change a flat in the dark. A flashlight is so convenient to have, guys. So, and girls. Next on my list is definitely going to have to be a multi-tool. Oh, actually, let's get into this first. So next on my list, and I carried a pocket knife since I was, God, I can't even remember. My father gave me a pocket knife when I was about 7 years old. Seriously. I'm not a dad. I don't know if that's what you should do. Probably if I had a kid, I don't think I'd give my son a knife. But I was very mature for my age. I might have been a little older than that. I was at least 10. But I had my first pocket knife when I was extremely young, way before my teens. I know that, and my mother wasn't allowed to know about it. But when I was at my father's house, I was able to carry a pocket knife, and I used it all the time. A pocket knife isn't considered really for a self-defense tool. So if you think you need a knife for self-defense, a pocket knife, that's not the way to go. If you're going to carry a knife for self-defense, you're going to want something like a fixed blade, like this K-bar, okay? This is a self-defense knife, all right? This is a full tang. It goes into a sheath. You can clip it on. That's what you're going to want for self-defense. Or even something like this little boot knife SOG. These are more or less self-defense knives. And I have another knife, too, somewhere. I think it's going to be in here. And I just keep this for self-defense, just in case. But this is the one I like to carry for self-defense. But I don't keep this on me. This is a Tops Wolf Pup in a Kydex sheath. You can get the clip added onto it. I don't carry a fixed blade unless I'm out in the woods or something like that. But mainly, what I carry a pocket knife for, this is your Spyderco Delica 4, is just every day, just coming home, opening letters, cutting boxes at work, cutting stickers up at work, or even my food prep at lunch, like just cutting up my orange or an apple, or just cutting my sandwich, whatever it is. It's just a pocket knife is so convenient to have, and I don't know if I had gone years with carrying a pocket knife. This here is your Kaiser Belliger or Belliger. I don't know. I like this knife. It's like a big steak knife. Good knife to have. If I'm gonna bring steak to work, this is the knife I'm gonna have in my pocket that day. If I'm gonna be dressed up, this is the pocket knife that I'm gonna have. I have different knives for everything. Believe me, I have tons of pocket folders. But this is a brass knife, VG10 steel. Really good dress up knife if you're a guy that wears a suit a lot. Something like that. Really nice knife. Patina. It's going to fade up well. So, good looking knife. Probably my favorite, though, folder to carry EDC is this Spyderco Delica. It's cheap knife, $60. And then sometimes I'll even go a step further and carry this real cheap, made in the USA, Kershaw Dividend. I have another Kershaw somewhere around. But then I have something really super expensive, like a Zero Tolerance 0808, which is well over $200. And what else do I got? I think over here I have a Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and this one here is about $140. So these are expensive knives. I have cheap knives. I have knives for everything. So a knife is really important. I don't really know many guys that don't carry a pocket knife, but I know some of you don't. If you don't, consider it. It will, definitely help with tasks around the house. You're a homeowner, just buying your first apartment. You're trying to do work around the house or car or whatever. It doesn't even matter. A pocket knife. If you don't want to carry a pocket knife, consider this, a multi-tool, which is my next item on the list. Girls, pay attention. This should be in your purse or in your car at all times, one of these. This is a Leatherman Surge, okay? Leatherman Surge, you can't go wrong with this. Looking for something, a tool that just does it all. This does not hurt. This is a Leatherman Surge. This is a $100 tool, and it is probably the best multi-tool you can get for, you know, the things that it has. It has a bunch of different things, like your knife. So you don't want to carry a knife? No worries. This has one on there. Not only that, but it has a pair of scissors. You know, you like to cut things, do crafts, arts, whatever, a knife. Then you have your rope cutter saw thing, and then you have an actual saw. And then flip it off on the inside. You have yourself some measuring tools in there. Then you have your pliers, and then you have wire cutters and heavy-duty wire cutters there that'll go right through a steel gate. All right, then inside here you have your pry tools and aug, which will, you know, you can do some leather, make some pre-holes in drywall, stuff like that. I've hung pictures up with this thing, from tightening hoses, from cutting. Just, I use this thing every single day, no lie. Bottle opener, screwdriver, reverse that. You got a Phillips on there. I mean, then you can buy the bit kit, the extension drivers. You can just go to town with these things, guys, and girls, ladies, gentlemen, sisters, brothers, uncles, cousins. I don't care who's watching. A multi-tool is really important to have. If you don't have one, get one. You can get a Leatherman, you can get a SOG, you can get a Gerber. Just make your not blah, 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 blah. No cuts, no edits at the Hard City. Anyway, just make sure you're getting a good one. Maybe I'll do an episode on multi-tools, my top picks. But if I'm going to pick a tool, a multi-tool, it's probably going to be a Leatherman. It's probably going to either be the Wave, the Surge, and not for nothing, but the cheapest one you can get, I think, that's not bad. And you can get these at like Home Depot or... And I think even some Walmarts. This is the Leatherman Wingman. And this is just a little cheap multi-tool, but it's a Leatherman, and this thing's been around forever. And it's got the spring-loaded, and it's got the pocket clip. So you can, and it also has a knife, and it's a serrated blade, actually. So it's got some teeth on it. So, consider yourself a multi-tool. Next, sunglasses. That's something I think everybody should have. You know, sunglasses. It's summertime. It's just one of my picks for my favorite things. You don't have to wear them. Maybe you don't like them. I don't know. But sunglasses, a cheap pair and a good pair. Next on the list is. Sometimes I can't read my own writing, so we're gonna. Okay. Well, this all is kind of one thing. But a pen. So I don't really carry a pen on me, but there's always one close by. I always keep one in my little journal pack here. That's from Recycled Firefighter. Inside here, I keep, you know, just a bunch of different notes and stuff like that. This is new notes for YouTube that I'm trying to do, working on. So, yeah, pen. It's just really convenient to have a pen. I've been recently taking a lot of notes on my phone with the stylus, but something about writing something down with a pen on paper registers in my head. So consider trying that out. If you are having trouble, you're stuck on something, you're trying to get out of a rut, think about writing stuff down on a piece of paper and maybe just, you know, saving it for another time and looking at it. Some of my favorite little notebook pads that I like to keep around. This is a Write in the Rain notebook cover, or pad, I'm sorry. And if you use that in junction with this pen here, you can actually go outside and write in the rain, and it will still work. This is a Fisher Space pen. You can write upside down with this thing, underwater, in water, out of water, in the rain, whatever. And that's what's cool about those. But I don't write in the rain, so it's, you know, not really a thing for me, but I do have them around just in case. Especially in my backpack, because, you know, you never know. Maybe you do need to write something in the rain, like a phone number. That's a joke, kind of. Anyways, log jotters are my favorite notebooks as well. And then you have the field notepads. These are just regular little notepads. These are cheap. You can get like a pack of these for like $5, a 3-pack. and they're really awesome. And log jotters, I love these little books. They're just awesome. Okay, next, for gun owners, firearm guys, this is called the Neo Mag. This thing here is just basically a little magnetic pocket magazine holder that holds an extra magazine, and then you can just pretty much just put it in your pocket. Alright, like that. It just looks like nothing, but it's an extra mag, something happens, shots fired, blah, blah, blah. You need to dump a mag, put an extra one in. You have access to that. It's very convenient in case you want to carry an extra magazine. I don't always do so, but I always keep one around in my backpack just in case I feel like I may need an extra mag. Going on the hot spot, going on an area I don't really know, going on a certain store, maybe I think it's a little shady. I'll throw an extra mag in my pocket with this. Bang, good to go. Speaking of firearms, I know not everybody likes to carry firearms, but to me, if you're going to, do it right. This is a Glock 43. It's all custom. It's got the night sights. It's got a bunch of work done to it. I carry it with a +1 magazine extension on the bottom of it, which is also part of my favorite. So anyway, the point of this is to say, get yourself a good holster. This is from QVO Tactical. Another good holster company is Silent Arm Concealment. And those are two of my favorite. So, and going in with all that, guys, it's really important that you get yourself a good belt. A good belt can go a long way, especially with carrying a firearm. You don't want no flimsy, cheapy belt that's going to bend. You can't bend this thing. I mean, this is from 511. This is called the Trainer. And then actually I have here the 511 Operator, which is actually my gun belt for when I do security, which is going to hold like a radio, extra mags, my handcuff pouch, gloves, tourniquet, and stuff like that. And then the belt that I use, EDC, which is every day, is my Travex Clinch. This belt you can bend, but it still works for me. It holds up all my gear fine, and it's just a great belt. And like I said, the other two are 511 Tactical, and then I have this one that I wear sometimes at the range, and this is from One Shot Industries, and this is a really strong belt. I mean, this thing, you can't bend this thing. So make sure you get yourself a nice rigid belt for you firearm guys, and it's or somebody who's new into the firearm community. You're gonna want to get yourself a nice rigid belt. You can't go cheap on a belt because the gun will be getting disformed in there, and it'll just be a real pain. And if the gun's not comfortable on you, you're not gonna want to carry it. So it's important that when you get your concealed firearm license or your firearm permit, as far as Pennsylvania goes, that you take the steps to ensure that you're making it as comfortable as you can and you're carrying it all the time. Because that's one thing that I'll say, that if you're gonna go out of your way and do that, make sure you have it all the time. There's no point to leave it at home. You know what I mean? So anyways, that is pretty much it for this video, guys. That's a lot of my favorite gear that I think that'll get you help start it. Some of these things maybe not pertain to you. Most of it might. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.